Okay, happy 404 day. And yes, I'm a bit disappointed about the 5.0 update as well. I don't want to get into that, but I see a lot of people commenting on sidechain compression, and I just want to give my personal quick opinion. This is just my idea. And first of all, sidechain compression was invented or pioneered by Eventide Omnipressor in 1974, and mostly used by DJs for ducking when they're talking over the sound, and with EQ also for de-essing. Later on it was used for lowering the bass so the kick has more room and just improving overall headroom. So it's a mixing technique. I'd say it's just a simplifying of the mixing process. It's got popular with electronic music over the years, and yeah. Basically, it comes from compressors and using a different signal, mostly the kick drum, to duck down all the other signals. And I'll just quickly show you a few different techniques on how to achieve a similar pumping effect. I know it's not real sidechain compression, but at least it can give you some of the effect that most people want, which is the pumping bass lines. So first technique I'm using is I've got just a simple tone generator bassy sound, nothing spectacular, and a kick drum. And put them into a pattern sequencer, and then I'll start lowering the volume of the bass line and activating a compressor, which also ups the sound of quiet signals and lowers the volume of too loud signals. So if you have your kick as the loudest instrument or signal, you will basically be able to pump up all other signals. Especially with hi-hats, you have to be careful, or generally sounds that have a lot of sustain. Try and keep them as low as possible, and the compressor will kind of upwards expand the audio signal. So I'll just give you a little example here. This is without anything. Now when I activate the compressor and start turning down the volume of the bass line, you'll start hearing the effect. Well, that was the kick. So here you get a bit of the pumping. And you can play around with the compressor settings. So that's one. It's without. That's one technique. The other one I can show you is basically using the envelope. And by playing around with the attack and put a tremolo. Where is it? Tremolo. So there's 3 versions. So there's 3 little ideas on how to get that pumping technique. The way I could imagine integrating a sidechain compression would be like in the compressor, just choosing having another, because there's still room here in the compressor's second tab. You could basically choose a pad to apply as the source for the sidechain compression, just as an idea. And sorry for messing with the sound. I don't really have a proper YouTubing setup or anything, so I just saw a lot of the comments and thought I'd share my opinion. Anyway, happy beat making and happy 404 day again.